In this case, the key parties involved are Leyla Sahin, a Turkish Muslim, the Republic of Turkey, and the European Court of Human Rights.
The Republic of Turkey has been a secular state since the Constitutional Amendment of 1937. Following the military coup of 1980, the headscarf was banned in public institutions and was not until 1997 when this law was fully enforced in public institutions. In 1998, the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Istanbul issued a statement which denied students with beards and wearing the Islamic headscarf admission to lectures, courses, and tutorials. As a Turkish Muslim, this ban went on to affect Sahin, a fifth-year student at the university who claims the Republic of Turkey violated her rights and freedoms under the Convention for the Protection of Human Rights and Fundamental Freedoms, as the university denied her access to an exam, enrollment into courses, and access to lectures. As a result, Sahin filed an application against the Republic with the European Court of Human Rights.
The ban on wearing the headscarf constituted an interference with her right to freedom of religion and the right to manifest her religion. Sahin was wearing the headscarf to obey a religious precept. The ban interfered with her right to manifest her religion. As a secular state, Turkey was founded on the principles of equality without regard to distinctions based on sex, religion, or denomination. Though the headscarf ban in higher education is a relatively newer law, historically, the nation has banned religious clothing in public spaces. In 1989, it was decided that education must be kept neutral from religious clothing as it can generate conflicts between students.
Though Turkey banned wearing religious attire in public spaces previously, between 1989 and 1991, the Constitutional Court granted the headscarf incompatible with the state's education principles as it can produce conflicts between students and is a symbol of political Islam, thus banning the headscarf in higher educational institutions to keep education neutral. The Vice-Chancellor at the university explains the objectives of the ban were not intended to infringe on students' freedom of religion, but serving to preserve pluralism in the university. The ban did not prohibit Muslim students from manifesting their religion, nor was it directed only at Muslim attire. This ban was placed to comply with the current constitution and to prevent threats posed by extremist political movements, endangering the Republic as the headscarf can be perceived as a threat to the Republic.
Sahin relied on Article 9 of the Convention to support her case. Her argument focused on her right to display her beliefs through the freedom of thought, conscience, and religion in public and private spaces because the ban interfered with her right to manifest her religion. As for Turkey's justification of the ban, the Republic allows individuals to have the freedom to choose what religious beliefs they want to hold and practice. The Republic is responsible for its secular society, even if that comes at the expense of enforcing limitations on one's freedom pertaining to their beliefs in order to ensure public order and respect for all. The ban of religious apparel in public spaces ensures a mutual intolerance between opposing groups.
The court had to decide whether the ban interfered with Sahin's rights under Article 9 and rules there was a violation of her right to freedom of religion under the Convention. There was a lack of evidence proving Sahin was a threat to the secular society by wearing her headscarf. The court argued because not all women who wear headscarves are extremists, the ban was not based on relevant or sufficient reasons and cannot be deemed as an interference to the society, as per Article 9, Section 2. Each country's national traditions vary from one another in regards to how they respond to human rights issues. As an implication of this case, the court had to account for the facts that the convention will be interpreted differently in different signatory states, so the judges were obligated to take into account the cultural, historic, and philosophical context of the particular nation in question.